Hello guys, so in this lecture we'll see what is framing at data link layer. Okay, so let us begin with framing at data link layer. So framing at data link layer, DLL means data link layer, isn't it? So guys, what happens, let's say this is sender, let's say, and here there is a receiver, isn't it? So at sender side, yes, these layers will be presented. Let's say application layer. If we consider TCP/IP model, the next one will be transport layer, then network layer, then data link layer. Then we can say that final physical layer. In TCP/IP model, only 5 layers are there, and in OSI model, 7 layers are there. So these layers will be at the receiver end also, isn't it? Data link layer, physical layer. So data will traverse from top to bottom. That means initially, yes, from application layer to transport layer, then network layer, then data link layer, then physical layer. Then yes, it will be transmitted at the receiver end. Yes, it will move in the reverse direction. Isn't it? Physical to data link, then network, then transport layer, then application layer. Isn't it? Okay. So we can say that yes, initially let's say this is message. So application layer will add its header in this data, isn't it? What is the functionality of header and all will be seen later. Next, transport layer will add its header, and initial header is also there, isn't it? In this manner, yes, we can say that at last physical layer will add its own header, isn't it? So we can say that whenever this data will go to at receiver end, then at last the header of physical layer will be present. So whatever be the functionality that will be performed, and the header attached by the physical layer will be removed by the physical layer only, isn't it? So at this particular point, this header will be removed, isn't it? When this data will be at physical layer, then you can see next header will be the header that is attached by the data link layer, and data link layer will remove the header attached by the data link layer, and so on, isn't it? So at sender side, we can say that some headers will be added, and in the same sequence at receiver end, these headers will be removed, isn't it? Oh, so you can see the data from network layer will reach to the data link layer, isn't it? Now, whenever the data from network layer or upper layer will reach to the data link layer, then data link layer will, yes, we can say that use framing. That means it will put some part of data in one frame, some remaining part in another frame, then remaining part in another frame, and these frames will be transmitted, isn't it? Okay, I hope this one is clear to everyone. So upper data will be, we can say that grouped inside frames at a data link layer, and then it will be, we can say that transmitted via physical layer, isn't it? Okay. Also, we can say that data link layer deals with LANs only, LAN environment, local area network, isn't it? Okay. So let's see what is the concept of framing. Okay. So let us see once. What is the meaning of framing? We can say that, let's say there is a frame, isn't it? Oh, frame means we can say that, let's say this is your data, isn't it? Here, let's say destination address, isn't it? Let's say this is source address. S stands for source address. So this frame, we can say that at the starting of this frame, yes, SFD is used, isn't it? What is the meaning of SFD? Start frame delimiter. Start frame delimiter, isn't it? What does it means? Yes, SFD indicates that this is the starting of this frame, isn't it? So let's say one channel, let's say this is one channel where broadcast channel, let's say various stations are there, isn't it? Okay. And let's say one frame is transmitted, let's say this is A, this is B. Let's say A transmit one frame, isn't it? Let's say destination address is C, this is some data part, isn't it? And so on. So we can say that this is what destination address. So this will frame, yes, will go to B, isn't it? Then will C and D everywhere. So whenever it will reach to B, B will see that destination address is also C, so B will discard it. Then it will go to the C, C will see, yes, we can say that, yes, destination address is C, so C will accept it. When this frame will come to the D, D will see that, yes, destination address is C, so D will discard it, isn't it? But one thing is that when D will think that the frame is coming, isn't it? So on the channel we can say that, yes, one special field, that is SFD, that is added at the start of the frame, that will be some specific kind of patterns, isn't it, of bits that doesn't match with the data, isn't it? Some specific kind of we can say that pattern will be there in SFD that doesn't match with any data part, isn't it? Okay. So whenever this frame will come to B, then we can say that, yes, SFD, some special pattern will be seen by B. Then B will think, yes, one frame is coming. Then after SFD, yes, B is going to check the destination address. If it matches with B, then it will accept, otherwise reject, isn't it? Okay, I hope this one is clear to everyone. So sometimes these SFDs are also known as flag. Flag means indication purpose that one frame is coming, isn't it? Okay, now you only tell me, yes, let's say this is the concept. Now you only tell me, yes, next one, what is framing, isn't it? So we can say that framing is of two types. First one is fixed length framing. Fixed length framing. And second is variable length framing, isn't it? Fixed length framing and variable length framing. What is the difference between these? You only tell me, guys. Let us take one example first. Let's say, yes, this is the broadcast channel, isn't it? Let's say these are the stations A, B, C, D. Let's say, yes, A transmit one frame, isn't it? And let's say destination address is C. This is SFD, isn't it? Now C will start reading this frame, isn't it? Will see SFD, that is the indication that frame is coming. Then C will see that, yes, our destination address is C, so C will accept it. But for how long? For we can say that for how long the C will read this frame, isn't it? So we can say that if a fixed length of framing is there, isn't it? Then we can say that, yes, the receiver will know that the size of the frame is fixed, isn't it? So no need to indicate or no need to use any flag at the end, isn't it? Why? Because fixed length framing is there. That means the receiver also knows that what is the size of the frame. Let's say example is, for example, let's say length of frame is 1000 byte. So she will start reading it, and after 1000 bytes, she will not read, isn't it? So if the frames are of fixed length, then there won't be any problem, isn't it? Okay. I hope this one is clear to everyone. So here we can say that in fixed length framing, isn't it? Yes, we can say that end of file, isn't it? Or end delimiter. End delimiter means ED. That is the flag used to indicate that frame is going to end, but that is not required in case of fixed length framing, because the receiver knows that that is the every frame is of 1000 byte. So after 1000 byte, yes, he will not read, isn't it? Okay. So in fixed length framing, we can say that advantage is what? We can say that advantage is what? There is no need of ED, ending delimiter, isn't it? Ending delimiter is used in variable length framing, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. But one disadvantage is there. What is that disadvantage? One disadvantage is there. Yes, we can say that. Yes, whenever the data is coming from network layer to, we can say that data link layer. So let's say a big data is coming, isn't it? Okay. So yes, it will divide it into 1000 byte, 1000 byte, isn't it? And will create the frames and will send. No problem at all, isn't it? 1000. But if data comes less than the size of 1000 byte, let's say yes, the data from upper layer is coming that is of 500 bytes, then we can say that what the data link layer will do. Yes, the data link layer will create one frame in which 500 bytes of data will be there. So extra 500 padding bits will be used, isn't it? These are the padding bits, isn't it? Okay. So we can say that whenever data comes with the length less than 1000 byte, then some padding bits will be required. That will be the overhead, isn't it? Or we can say that other than the data, we are using some extra bit, isn't it? So that problem is known as what? Internal fragmentation, isn't it? So that is the, we can say that fixed length framing, isn't it? Okay. Next one is variable length framing. In the variable length framing, variable length framing. Yes. So variable length framing is divided into two kinds, isn't it? Let's say first one, yes, let's say one length field is used, and second one and delimiter is used, isn't it? That is ED. What does it means? Length means what? Let's say yes, let's say variable length framing is used. So let's say one frame is of 1000 bytes. Then next one, let's say the data received is of 500 bytes. So next one will be 500 bytes, isn't it? And so on. Whatever data we are receiving, isn't it? Yes, we put it into the frame and will transmit. But here one length field will be used, isn't it? This length field here will indicate the, yes, size of the, we can say that frame, isn't it? Let's say this is one length field, isn't it? So this length field indicates what is the size of this particular frame. So receiver will understand that in the length field of this particular frame, the value is 500. That means this frame is of size 500. So receiver will read up to 500, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. But we can say that here, yes, one problem is there. We can say that whenever I know if this length field get modified, then there will be a problem, isn't it? But in LAN environment, we can say that these type of errors doesn't happen, isn't it? Practically, isn't it? Okay. But we can say that yes, there is a possibility, but not a big problem, isn't it? Okay. So we can say that yes, in the length field is used, then we can say that variable length framing, yes, can be implemented, isn't it? So in the variable length framing, yes, one field is added that is known as length. But one more technique is at the end of, we can say that framing, use this field ed. This will also be a special pattern. So we can say that yes, there will be sfd, isn't it? Here there will be ending delimiter. Ed will be also a kind of flag. Yes, subspecial, we can say that pattern of bits. For SFD and ED, some special patterns will be used. SFD will indicate that the frame is starting. ED will indicate that the frame is ending, isn't it? So ending delimiter is also used. So while using ending delimiter, yes, there are two techniques. These are important for gate point of view. That is, first one is character stuffing, and second one we can say that is bit stuffing, isn't it? Character stuffing or bit stuffing. So this character require 1 bytes. Every character requires 1 byte to represent. So sometimes this technique is also known as byte stuffing. I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Okay. So let's say what we are going to do is we'll see one by one what is character stuffing and what is bit stuffing, isn't it? Oh, so let me see once. Let's say first technique is character stuffing. These are important for gate point of view. Character stuffing and bit stuffing. Character stuffing is not used practically recently. Long year backs, we can say that this technique is used. Now bit stuffing is used, isn't it? Okay, but question may be asked. So let's say one frame is there. Let's say this is SFD. Sometimes these are known as flag also. Some special kind of, we can say that pattern will be there in ED and SFD, isn't it? These are known as flag, means these are used for indication purpose. Let's say this ed is, let's say, dollar, isn't it? Let's say dollar is a character. We can say that this will require 8 bits, 1 byte, isn't it? Every character is written with the help of 8 bits. So let's say sometimes, let's say this dollar come into the data part. Let's say this dollar is also present in the data. So whenever receiver will start the reading, then once dollar comes, then receiver will think that this is the end of the framing, and afterwards receiver will not read. That is incorrect, isn't it? So what is done during framing? What is done whenever this dollar come in the data? That means any character which matches ending delimiter, then one special character, that is, or let's say null character, is used, isn't it? So yes, before this we can say that dollar sign, one character is used, isn't it? Special character, that is null character. So whenever this frame will reach to the receiver, then whenever receiver will see this null character, then he will, yes, understand that next dollar or next the pattern like ed is the part of data, isn't it? So yes, this null character is for the indication purpose. So what will receiver will do? Receiver will remove this null character from the data and will accept dollar as a data, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Next, what happens? Let's say yes, this dollar and null character both are the, we can say that, part of data. There is a possibility, isn't it? This special character, null character, and dollar both are the part of data. Then yes, then what sender will do? Yes, before dollar, one null character will be used, and this null character will be the data. Before that, one more null character is used, isn't it? So we can say that for every dollar, one null character is used, or for every null character, one more null character is used. isn't it? So whenever this will go to the receiver, then receiver will think that yes, one null character is there, then it will remove this null character and accept the next null character as a data, isn't it? Next one again receiver will see one more null character. So receiver will remove this null character and read the dollar as a data, isn't it? So we can say that whenever there is a matching, then null character will be used. If null character is also a part of data, so for every null character, one null character will be added, and for every dollar, one null character will be used, isn't it? In this manner. So with the first null character, receiver will think that this is special, this is used for indication, will remove it and will accept the next one as a data. Whenever next null character will be seen, then receiver will remove this one and will read next character as a data, isn't it? So here null character will be the for indication purpose, isn't it? So whenever null character will come at the receiver end, then one more null character will be there that is added by the sender, isn't it? Okay. Let us take one more example. Let's say data contains dollar null character, again dollar null character, null character. Let's say this is the part of data, isn't it? Be careful. I am assuming these ed is dollar and the special character used is null character. In the question, they may give the special characters. What is ed or what is the character to be stuffed, isn't it? This character is stuffed. Let's say this is the part of data. So how framing will be done? Yes, before this we can say that yes, this is the part of data, isn't it? So before this, one null character will be used. Again we can say that one null character is used for the second null character, isn't it? Here dollar is coming, so we can say that one more null character will be used for dollar, isn't it? Dollar is what? Ed. Yes, I am assuming that ed is special pattern of bits, that is dollar. Next one we can say that again yes, null character is coming, so add null character before this null character. Again we can say that yes, dollar is coming, so before that add the yes null character. Whenever we can say that this frame will reach to the destination, then first null character will be removed, second one will be read as the data, the next one will be removed and this will be read as the data, the next one will be removed, this will be considered as data, then this will be removed, this will be considered as data, then this will be removed and this one will be considered as a data, isn't it? Finally ed will come, dollar will come. Now before this dollar there is no null character, then receiver will understand that this is the end of this frame. I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? So we can say that everywhere whenever data matches with ed, isn't it? So we can say that yes, one null character is stuffed and character requires 8 bits. So you can see in the data yes, various character stuffing is there, or we can say that various characters are stuffed, so there will be an overhead for the frame, isn't it? So that's why bit stuffing is used, isn't it? Bit stuffing is used. Oh, so moving to the bit stuffing, let's say next one is bit stuffing. In bit stuffing, instead of character, only one bit is stuffed. Character means 8 bits. Remember, every character is represented with 8 bits. Let's say, yes, we can say that capital A. So this is ASCII value of capital A is 65. So this 65 will be written in the binary with the help of 8 bits. That's why we can say that every character is using 1 byte of memory, isn't it? Oh, what is the meaning of bit stuffing? Let's say there is flag, isn't it? That is, let's say, starting delimiter, and let's say this is ending delimiter. And let's say flag is special pattern, that is 011110, isn't it? That is flag, isn't it? Now what happens, let's say, and let's say this is also same flag 011110. This is the SFD, and this is what? ED. Let's see. So SFD represents start of the frame, ED represents the end of the frame, isn't it? Okay. Now what happens? Let's say if data contains, yes, let's say data contains 0 1 1 1 1 0, isn't it? Let's say this is the data, let's say this is the flag, and this is the flag. Now whenever this frame will reach at the destination, then this flag will come, isn't it? Then receiver will think that this is the start of the frame. But when this is the part of data, then this will come, then receiver will understand that this is the ending flag, isn't it? Okay. Then receiver will read up to this one, and this data is not considered as a data. So what will be happen? During framing, yes, at sender side, what will be done? Yes, whenever the data matches with flag, so flag is what? 0 followed by 6 ones, then 0, isn't it? So 0 0 followed by 6 ones, isn't it? So whenever there is 0 followed by 6 ones in the data, then stuff one bit 0 after, we can say that, 5 ones. This is the rule. Yes, if the flag contains 0 followed by 6 ones, then stuff, yes, one extra 0 after 0 followed by 5 ones. Yes, so we can say that, yes, this is what? Bit stuffing, isn't it? So whenever this data will reach to the receiver, then receiver will see 0 1 1 1, isn't it? 5 1. Then receiver will think that everywhere after 5 1 1 0 will be stuffed, isn't it? So receiver will discard this 0 and will consider this one as a data, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, so let's say next question, next example. Let's say flag is same, 0 1 1 1 6 ones 0, and let's say data is 0 1 1 1 4 1 5 1 6 1 7 1 8 1 9 10 11, isn't it? Or let's say 0 1 0. So rule is same for everywhere. So after 0 followed by 5 consecutive ones, so one bit will be stuffed here. Then there is no 0, no problem, isn't it? Okay, no problem. So during framing, we can say that yes, this 0 will be stuffed. Then 1 2 3 4 5 6 0 1 0, isn't it? This will be transmitted, and what receiver will see? Receiver see 0 followed by 5 1. So after that there will be a bit that is stuffed by the sender. So he will remove this one, isn't it? Because rule is same, isn't it? This data is not matching with any flag, but rule is same everywhere. If this is the flag, then 0 followed by 5 ones, then one bit 0 bit will be stuffed, isn't it? Let's say data is like that, 0 1 1 1 1, then 1 0, then 1 1 1 1, then 0, isn't it? So rule is same. So after character bit stuffing, what will be the data? So yes, sender will do what? 0 followed by 5 ones. After that one bit will be stuffed, then 1 0, then 0 followed by 5 1, again stuff 0, then 0, isn't it? Rule is same. Whenever 0 followed by 5 ones will be there, then one bit will be stuffed. So when this will reach at the destination, then destination will see, yes, 0 followed by 5 ones are there. So he will remove this 0. After that he will see 0 followed by 5 ones. He will remove this 0, isn't it? He will understand that after 0 followed by 5 ones, there will be a bit stuffed by the sender, that is 0, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? So whenever data is like this only 5 1, let's say this is data, then also sender will, yeah, stuff 1 0, isn't it? Because rule is same everywhere. Okay, next one is, let's say flag is like that, let's say 0 followed by 5 ones, then 0. Now what will be happen? Then 0 followed by 4 ones, after that 1 0 will be stuffed. Here 1 0 will be stuffed. Now rule will be there, Whenever 0 followed by 4 ones will be there, isn't it? 4 ones will be there, then 0 will be stuff, isn't it? Let's say flag is like that, 0 1 1 1 1 0, then we can say that 0 followed by 4 ones are there. So whenever 0 3 ones will become, then after that 1 0 will be stuff, isn't it? So in the flag, if 0 followed by 5 consecutive ones are there, then after 0 followed by 4 consecutive ones, 1 0 will be stuff. If flag contains 0 followed by 4 ones, then after 0 followed by 3 ones, 1 bit will be stuff, and so on. Isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Let's say this is the flag and data is what, 0 triple 1 only. Then also sender will, yes, attach 1 0, because rule is same, because yes, receiver is going to discard 1 0 after 0 followed by 3 ones, isn't it? So that is the rule. So with the help of flag, there will be an indication. If flag is 0 followed by 7 ones, 0 followed by 7 ones, then in the data we will stuff 1 0 after 0 followed by 6 1, isn't it? That is the concept, isn't it? So I hope this one is clear to everyone. So that's all about guys framing. I hope this one is clear. Okay, thank you so much.